guys, if you're new here, my name is Sam and I make videos about makeup, chronic illness, and whatever I want. Today is my favorite video to do every year, which is my palette collection. I'm going to be doing it slightly different than I have in the past. I saw this idea by Make Me Up Missa and I liked it. I'm going to be breaking it into 3 categories. And today, in video number 1, we're going to be going over my palettes that are $20 and under. So if you are interested in that, just keep watching. Hey, let's start with this one that's right in front of me. I will preface this by saying, like, I rarely pay full price for palettes. I like to wait for sales, use discount codes, etc. This is a perfect example. I had never tried Profusion before and I got this for $5. The original price was only $10, and I think this is definitely worth it. It's for sure a dupe of Modern Renaissance, I would say. And the quality is pretty good. Like, the shimmers are actually very surprising for such a budget-friendly palette. I'm not sure if they still make this one. Maybe Target was just discontinuing Profusion. I would check their website because this is really great. We'll move on to my Makeup Revolution. First I have the I Heart Revolution Tasty Avocado. It's funny, when I bought this I hated avocados and now they're my favorite. This is a pretty good palette. I've only used it a couple of times. Honestly, I forget I have it. That's why I'm trying to use all of my palettes. I'm working through it. Haven't got to this one yet. I think this is cute. It's pretty good quality shimmers for the price. Yeah, cute. I like it. The next is the Selfex Extra Spice. If I can open this. Oh, hey, it's me. This is pretty cute. I would say I don't reach for this too often. And it is also high quality. That kind of looks like it has hard pan, but like it's still swatching very nice. It's also goes on sale quite often and is very inexpensive. I think this is a great fall palette. Reminds me of Gingerbread Spice a little bit, so if you don't want to spend that much, this is a great alternative. This, if you watched some of my other videos, you know this is one of my favorite rainbow palettes, or currently my favorite rainbow palette. This is super cheap. I see it on sale under $10 on a regular basis. The shimmers aren't horribly impressive. They're really good for the price, but these mattes, I can't. They're so great. I guess I can show you a shimmer too. Boop. Like, look at that orange. But I highly recommend this. I literally post on my Instagram every time I happen to come across it on sale, because if you want to dabble in rainbows and not spend a ton of money, this is the way to go. Next we have BH Cosmetics. This is one of my other favorite rainbow palettes because there are so many in-between shades, so I can really use it to blend it out without having to go in with some other kind of like translucent powder, something to make a shade lighter. There's just so many shades in here. They're really good quality. Are there shimmers? I think there's just kind of like satins in here. And this is a satin. Oh, that's terrible. I've never used the satins. That's more like an eyeshadow topper, but like that, fantastic. So I love this for that. It also goes on sale all of the time, so you can get it super cheap. I haven't used this black or white or anything, so I can't speak to that. I truly just use these colors, specifically the purples. Now I have these. I have not used any of them because they just came back in stock and I just got them within the last 2 weeks or so because it took them over 2 weeks to ship them. So I have the whole Sweet Shop collection here. This is Pistachio. I haven't swatched these or anything. They still have the plastic. They're just my new little babies. Also keep I don't know if anyone else does this, keep the packaging until I have used a product. This is the Bubblegum palette. The Orange Sorbet. In person, this one like looks red. A Cherry on Top. Sugar Cone. And Cotton Candy. These are very purple. This one looks more pink on camera, or at least what I'm seeing on my monitor. Moving on, I have two Juvia's Place. This is the Berries. I have not used this one yet. These are also recent to my collection. And then I have the Violets, which I have used, and I was very impressed with this. So I hope the Berries is just as good. Alright, we got two Makeup Geek ones. I have not used them. I got these on clearance for $4 at Target. This is Purple Passion. I know there's a whole thing with Makeup Geek. Okay, Makeup Geek. I don't even know if they're a company anymore. I have no idea what's happening. But who says no to $4 palettes? I didn't really have purples when I bought that. I scraped the shit out of this one because someone had swatched it, so I sanitized and cleaned it. These are pretty unique. I don't know if I will end up keeping those or not. I want to try to use everything I have before I declutter stuff. I have Makeup Obsession. I don't know how to say this. Rady, let's say Rady Dusk. I love the grunginess of this palette. It's a very fall, winter, just feeling like a goth. And then Daydream. This is also a rainbow palette I really, really like. The quality is good, except for the shimmers. The shimmers kind of suck. I realized I just stopped swatching things, but like this blue is terrible. But this blue, great. I'm trying to just go through these in order. Oops. This I keep for sentimental reasons. This is my very first eyeshadow palette. Look, it even has this. I do not use this. I will not use this. I just keep this to humble myself. This is where we started. The e.l.f. unnamed eyeshadow. Then we got the Wet n Wild Nautical Nonsense. I did a first impressions and unboxing because I bought the PR box, and my goodness, this palette blew me away. It's so impressive. Like, it's just beautiful. I tried to use as many shades as I could in that video, but like Wet n Wild really knows what they're doing. And I'm a huge SpongeBob fan. I'm sure if you've watched any of my other videos, you notice the old bold and brass in my background that my mom painted for me. I don't know if you can still get this, but if you can, highly recommend. Warpy. We got the 35M Boss Mood. This is my go-to fall palette. I really like it for the greens and these like grungy oranges. I can't say I've used like this at all. I've used the browns, but mainly I gravitate towards this row and this section. And then we have the 35i Icy Fantasy. Keep in mind, these are just the palettes, $25 and under, so some of these brands, well, Morphe will show up in a different video. This palette, I don't know, man. It's not great. It's not amazing. I've used it a couple times, and the mattes are pretty okay, but these are all basically shadow toppers, and they're not super impressive. I'm not even going to bother swatching it. I keep it around just because I do like the mattes. We'll see. I gotta add that into my rotation. Again, don't want to declutter stuff that I haven't used recently, so we're working through the list. On to Colourpop. We have Nude Mood, which I like this, as if I don't have enough warm nudes. But Colourpop rarely disappoints me. Highly recommend this. Blush Crush is more of a favorite because it reminds me of my favorite tones, which are just like pinky colors. It's kind of a dupe color scheme wise for Huda New Nude, which is like my favorite palette, so I like to recommend this. Like these two shades are where it's at for me with those types of colors. Okay, Ooh La La, I have not used this. I ordered a bunch of palettes to dupe Blood Sugar, and this is one of them. Haven't got to that yet. These just came recently. Main Squeeze, I actually ordered these at the same time as the Sweet Shop. And Strawberry Shake. So these three I bought to dupe Blood Sugar. Orange You Glad. I love this one. I have not used this. If you know anything about me, you know how I feel about pressed glitters. I will say they're growing on me a little bit because who cares if I go blind? I've seen enough. Life is complex. I've seen enough of it. I do love these shades for a good fall look. I did a orange tutorial last year, I think, and I believe I used that palette. Smoke Show. I really enjoy this. I like it because there's no pressed glitters, but it's really good quality. And who doesn't? I think it's called Blow and Smoke now. But if you want some kind of smoky eye, just my luck. I enjoy these olive colors over here. Yes, please. This was actually my first Colourpop palette. I love this shade Chauffeur. I might actually use this all over my lid in that orange palette. I can't speak today. Disney Villains Misunderstood palette. I don't think they make this anymore. I'm bummed there's literally like 5 mattes and 1 is a white. But I do love these. Like these shimmers are just stunning. Colourpop really knows how to do their shimmers. Like those Super Shock shadows. I want all of them, but I know that would be wasteful. Look at how much eyeshadow I already have. There's no way I could use all those too. And we're not even done. This is just part 1. And then the Disney Mulan. I love this palette a lot. I think this was in my top 10 as well. These cool browns. It does have pressed glitter, but that's not a big deal. I just love these. And I like this Warrior shade. It's kind of a dupe for this one shadow from Jeffree Star Alien that I like. Not identical, but it's incredibly close. Okay, well, that's it for my $25 and under. Thank you guys so much for watching. Next week will be part 2. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys next week.